Buongiorno and welcome back to Koi Fish Johnny. It's finally time to tell you how you paid for my new koi, what the new koi's name is going to be, what the new koi looks like, and just basically I am absolutely buzzing about this. The koi isn't going to be going into the pond for another month or so because obviously we've introduced 3 new ones to take us up to a total of 15. I'm 2,300 gallons, I'll go into that later. What to expect from me from the season and what will be my max load for my koi pond that's 2,300 gallons. I think I do it in litres, 11,500 litres is in my pond, but I'll go into that later. Anyway, back to the koi at hand that you paid for, okay? So, how have you paid for it first of all? I know that's confusing because I haven't been stealing money when you're not looking, or maybe I have, who knows? Basically, because I'm in a very lucky position where quite a few people watch my videos, I am like monetized, what they call monetized on YouTube. So basically, you know the little ads that come through the middle? I get something like half a penny for each one of those that goes through. You don't really get much, you really don't. So if anyone's told you that you can make a massive living when you get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours worth of watch time, don't believe them, because you're not going to be making that much money. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run you through like the back end view of what you see when you're uploading videos, what you see to understand how much money you're making per video. Not that it's about the money for me, because it's really not. It's a bonus, don't get me wrong, because I like money for doing something I love, but mine is more like keeping koi alone is quite challenging and you experience a lot of things. I like being part of the community, all right? Me and my pond, showing it off, or whatever you want to call it, I don't really know. I just really enjoy it, and it's definitely not for this money, because if you add up this money when we go into it, it would definitely cost you more in electric to go through the winter, or through one season, should I say. Boom. So you can see here, this is what you get to see sort of at how many views, how many hours, how many subscribers, and how much revenue you've earned if you've had 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 view hours within the last 12 months. So that could really expire. If people stopped watching, you'd stopped earning. The 11th of October 2021 was when I launched this channel. So I've only ever done really one full season, one full summer as Koi Fish Johnny, if you like. Bloody hell has it been a journey, and I actually have fallen in love with doing these videos. It is super enjoyable, and that's the thing that you've got to understand. It is really, really enjoyable. But to have 210,000 views on my channel blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind. People on it are absolutely amazing, supportive, giving information, but as everybody knows, the koi community, nothing is definitive, or very few things are definitive, and everybody has their own way and has what is their preference. There is a lot of opinions that people mistake as facts that might be just your way of doing it, or that's what I've personally learned. Like friend A might do it one way and B might do the other, and sometimes B gets upset that A does it like that because they want to preach that B does it like that, and vice versa, and all that stuff. And sometimes people can get so wound up, but if it works for you, or whatever works for me, works for me. But yeah, basically sometimes I think the community can get a bit bogged down in that particular area. It's just about trial and error and what works for your pond, in my opinion. So then we'll go on to the hours. Just shy there of 17,000 hours. That is absolutely crazy. I think there's something like, it's off the top of my head because I googled it, something like 8,800 hours I think in a year. I could be massively out there, but I'm just going to say it anyway, because when I was adding them up I was like, wow, this is amazing. People have actually watched me for like over a year's worth of just being on one screen, if you like, because probably half of them views are me watching myself. Not really, but I do enjoy it, to be honest. And I'm going to stick this out as a premiere, so if you're watching this as a premiere, I've only done one before as a trial and it released straight away. Okay, so subscribers, we've got 1.6 thousand there. I think it's just shy of that. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Now we come on to the estimated revenue, how we've earned. Because YouTube is an American company, I believe, your earnings are in dollars. So that's why it's in dollars, not because I'm based in America secretly posing as living in Warrington, because I don't think I'd do that. I don't think anyone would do that. There you go, $450, but it comes in, it drips in a weird way that I wouldn't be able to add it up for you. Conversion rate is based on live information, so I've not got a definitive pound value there, but it's just shy of 400 quid, I reckon, when it's done. So you can see that providing these videos, getting the money from it, we're going to put it all to a fish, baby. We're going to put it all to a fish. It's not going to cover the entire fish. It will cover specific areas, particularly the haters. I've got a special part reserved on the koi for that. It's the ventage area, or the hole that begins with A, or however you'd like to put it. The people that tune in to dislike what they're watching. Very confusing people, but if it makes you happy to be unhappy or try and make someone else unhappy, it's all cool. But anyway, when you watch the videos, I want you to know, or when you look at this fish, I want you to know that that vent is yours, baby. It's all yours. Just a bit of fun. No, seriously though, if people do tune in to dislike something, then I think that's probably their own problem, because it ain't the BBC here, and you can just go backwards, watch something else. So why anyone would ever watch something that they dislike, to choose to watch something that you dislike, is bonkers. But anyway, it isn't about them, it's about you, the good guys. You're on the front. This fish I'm going to crop in the video. When you see it, it's like a goddamn painting. It is beyond beautiful. I wish I would have got a longer video. I've only got a short video with this fish, so I'm going to be cropping it in now. I really do like, even the wife, which, as you know, if you're a koi keeper, generally your wife tends to be a bit, you going out to that fish shop again, don't bring back another fish. That's not how my wife speaks, but if she did, but you get my drift of what I was trying to say. She's they can get a bit upset when you go and buy a new fish. But this fish, when I shown her, she was like, oh, wow, Johnny. Well, she wasn't quite like that, but she did think it was absolutely beautiful, and it is a stunning fish with stunning markings. In fact, I talked about it enough. It's a shower, and as you know, I lost Marty, which is a premium shower, and this is a premium shower. I don't know its breeder. I'm going to pop Dave a message and ask him what the actual breeder is. I don't think I'm going to tell you the price either. I may do in another video, but to the koi experts out there, or the people that are in the know about fish, they're going to look at this fish. It's a shower, it's going to be a good breeder. It's just over 50 centimeters long, so it's a big old fish. The body shape on it, the benny, the sumi, I mean, you can understand 400 quid is not going to cover this fish, but nonetheless, it's very much appreciated, the contribution towards this fish. Okay, so anyway, I've waffled and I've waffled and I've waffled and waffled. Oh no, I need to tell you its name. Okay, so before you see it, I want you to know its name, and its name is going to be named after you, subscriber. Or subby, subster, whichever one the fish chooses, or I choose, or whatever suits it. But yeah, it's going to be called subscriber, based on you guys that support me. I watch my journey, share your knowledge, share your opinions, get involved in this, and just generally have a bit of fun watching me mess around with my beautiful pond. It's not a serious koi fish channel, this. It's more fun. It's a beginner, or yeah, a beginner, semi-beginner now. Learning as I'm going through and enjoying the hobby, because that's what it's about, enjoying this hobby. And it is a beautiful hobby to be in, but it does have its challenges. It can be challenging, both emotionally, financially, and everything, because time consuming it can be quite challenging, but sitting there and watching your fish is beautiful. Anyway, I've waffled, I've digressed again. Let's crop this video, let's crop this shower in. It is stunning. I think it's a she, even though that like 8% of my viewers are female, so really I should have got a male koi, but nonetheless, I think it's a she. Let's crop her in, let's crop her in, let's crop her in. So check this out, just over 50 centimeters with this pattern. Check out how deep the benny is, how solid the sumi is, or just look at, oh man, it's beautiful. So what did you think of that? Oh my God, I think that is absolutely stunning. And like I say, it's just over 50 centimeters, and the look on that fish is beyond amazing. It's going to be the biggest fish in here, and it is going to take us to 16. I have got 2,300 gallons, and I've got a Nexus 220 on there, and a Tempest, and I've got the blade at the back, and I've run through my whole filtration system, and I do have the ability to get a backy shower if needed, and there is ample room, in my opinion, to take this pond to a 16th koi. And also, I know that this fish is very expensive. Well, the one thing I've learned about buying fish is I've got 2 Yamabukis in there, right? And they're both from exceptional dealers in the UK, but one of them was £12.50. All right, a little Yamabuki, and it's a midget. It's like a dwarf koi. It's not ever going to grow, and obviously the dealer knew or could read the signs, okay, because when they go through the system, they're hand filtered out in Japan and then hand filtered somewhere else, hand filtered the dealer, hand filtered at this. So if you're getting a koi for £12.50, the chances are somebody's seen something on that koi that suggests it may not grow. It may be a good looker, but it may not grow, and true to the case, it's there actually. Can you see it? So you can see that little koi there, top left here, that was £12.50. That's been in my pond 3 years, I think, or 4 years, and it's never really grown. So, but then you've got something like, we've got Big Wonder there, who was a lot more expensive because she has got all the markings or the suggestions that that will be a big koi. And also it is a lot bigger. It is 46 centimetres. Scalation on it is amazing. It's got no blemishes and no problems, and the shape of it suggests it will get bigger. The eyes are great. Everything about that fish suggests that that fish will develop into being amazing. But something, and I'd love people to actually comment on what they can see on this little one, something on that said it was a £12.50 fish or £12.50 koi, and it was a top class dealer. It wasn't UK Nishigai, but it was top class dealer, and obviously he wouldn't let something with potential go for £12.50. But the scales on it are beautiful. If someone wants a big goldfish, then that might be the one for them. Then you can see the likes of these ones coming through have suggestions that they will be or develop into being a lot bigger and more solid patterns. So when I launched the channel, I obviously wasn't monetized. I was monetized last year on the 15th of August. I've been getting paid a portion of the ads that you see in the middle of your videos, and that's where the money has come from since they've been monetized on the 15th of August last year. So that's why we've got £450. Now you can see that that is not, I'm not belittling £450 or $450 because it's a decent bit of wedge, but when you put it down to like man hours working on this, you'd be getting paid a lot less than minimum wage, let's say. But it's not about that, it's about enjoying the journey, enjoying the koi keeping, okay? I could digress for ages and ages about what we've earned, where we're going, and where we're going to go with that and stuff, but now you can see that we're going to be buying this stunning, in fact I'm going to crop her in here, this stunning piece of meat. I mean, she is absolutely beautiful. Like I say, she's not coming for 4 to 6 weeks. I think we're holding her there, obviously, with the problems we've had on the pond at the minute. That'll be 2 months without any issues. If everything clears up, everything goes well, and we still get consistent temperatures, because the pond temperature now has been consistently at like 19 and 20 degrees for the past 7 days and been above 15 for the past 3 to 4 weeks. So if we was going to get anything coming out that was really, really bad, bacterial bad, I'd imagine it would have been up at the surface now attacking what is in my pond, because I live in the UK. I doubt it's going to get that much hotter than it is now, the pond temperature, its natural temperature. So at 20 degrees, I think we've even peaked over 20, popped our heads above 20 degrees at some point. And we've only got that like issue with Jaffa's mouth. I'm going to be netting him up over the next couple of days, and I'm going to look at that to see how it's healing. But he's feeding, he's moving about, he's happy, or he seems happier. Rosa's marking her back, like I say, could be anything. Well, my next video will be an update about Jaffa, about Rosa, about how the fish are doing, if there's any issues that have encountered, and how we're getting along basically with the fish's health. And that's why we're leaving it 6 weeks to a month, 2 months, to add this new addition in to take us up to 16, because obviously you don't add a lot of fish in at once, and I do not want to be adding a absolutely splendid, superb, premium koi like this, because it is a premium koi. And if you guys want to drop a comment down about how much you think this fish is worth, just over 50 centimetres with a pattern like that, with the potential it's got, feel free to do so. And it's been absolutely mesmeric. Thank you so much for paying for parts of my koi. Pick your favourite part, and that'll be for you, okay? And we'll look forward to growing her. But like I say, she's not coming for another 2 months or another 6 weeks, so everything should be splendid, absolutely bobbing perfect in here, because there is definitely, in my opinion, room to put more koi in this pond. So on that bombshell, Koi Fish Johnny, over and out, baby. Take care, have a great time, and make sure you're putting that sun cream on in this beautiful weather.